Hello Aries, welcome into your Pathway to Loot tarot reading. This is a timeless reading. There may be one message in it for you. The whole thing may resonate. Let me know in the comments. This is all about making all your dreams come true. So when I say loot, I'm not just talking about monetary stuff. I'm talking about you being on the right timeline with the right people and all the magical energies and essences that we create with our minds coming together. Okay, how are we going to get this dream on the road? How are you going to be the main character in your story? How are you going to create that beautiful dream life that is completely possible with the power of your mind and your energies and your divine strength to create? So let's have a look. What does Spirit, what do your guides want me to tell you? Energies, join me for Aries. Aries loot reading. How can Aries manifest all of their dreams? How can Aries manifest all of their dreams? Okay. Hierophant wanting to be out there. Five of Swords. The Ace of Cups. Wow. Interesting energy for the first row. The Seven of Cups. We've got the Strength. One at a time, please, Spirit. One at a time. Okay, and we've got the Sun card coming out. All right, three more, and then we'll get to reading. Three more for Aries. The High Priestess. The Devil. Ooh, one at a time, please, Spirit. And the Death card. Wow, interesting. Okay, we've got the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Okay, this looks like to me that you've been on such a strong divine pathway, on a pathway that is lit up by your own magnetic frequency. Okay, so you may get reactions from people that are a bit more malevolent than you would expect. You may get people being quite jealous of you, throwing low vibrational energy at you. I feel like you try and kill this with kindness. I feel like you get back to a place of self-love really, really easily here. Because you're on this divine path, you may have traditional beliefs, you may have that one route to source, that one pathway you take to get you back into a devotional mindset, to get you back into the space of your higher self. And I feel like these characters that I'm feeling coming up on your path with this Five of Swords, I feel like they were sort of drafted in, like you sort of commanded them in to test you, okay? And I'm speaking from a way higher viewpoint here, and I know how hard it is to deal with these challenging pathways that we pick before we come in. But I really feel like they've helped you develop a really divine and powerful connection with what you might call your higher self, or with God, or with the universe, whichever way you see it here. I really feel like you've got a mindset that keeps you safe and protected from these energies, and that you can zone back into that love in a very powerful way quite quickly after battles are, you know, fought, won, completed, whatever. I feel like your devotion to that higher power is what will get you everything you need. And obviously that ties up with everything we know about universal law. This capacity you have to redraw your strength, to connect with true love, okay, to connect back with source, and to not expect the people around you to give you what you feel like you need sometimes. I feel like your pathway is a very devoted and divine pathway. I feel like you're kind of getting through levels of confusion at the moment, and you're starting to see the bright side. You're starting to see, you know, through all these confusing battles, I feel like you're starting to see how strong you are and how powerful life itself is, and how there's always something to be happy about. I feel like you're really choosing happiness here, and you're choosing not to let anything destroy you, but to let it transform you. With the Death card being down here, definitely some big battles you've taken on with the Devil next to the High Priestess, and this is really a battle for you to trust yourself over all that's going on around you, and to hold the true course, to hold your vision, to hold steady amongst chaos. And I feel like you've got really good at that. All right, definitely this need to transform any shadowy energies you may have taken on, because energy is contagious, okay? And what happens is, if someone's throwing us energy, throwing that energy into our magnetic field over and over again, it leaves us in a spot where we can't go back to who we used to be. We have to find a way to use all that energy that's built up inside us to create something new, okay? See it as valuable fuel, valuable currency that you have to transmute. And the first step to that is acknowledging it, acknowledging, you know, when I'm fighting shadowy people, when I'm dealing with shadowy people, yeah, their energy is contagious. It does kind of rub off, and it's what gives you your strength. Eventually, you learn from shadowy people at a very young age a lot of the time. In childhood, you learn to take on characteristics, you adjust to your habitat. And oftentimes this can leave us with a shadow that's quite wild ourselves, you know. And, you know, we've got to love that shadow. We've got to love that part of ourselves, acknowledge it. Acknowledge how our shadow has helped us to become so much more strong and to really survive these situations, and also to get us back to happiness, okay? That's really what our shadows want from us. Our shadow wants to get us back to happiness and back to that place where we feel like we are in our natural state again, because joy is our natural state ultimately. I feel like there's some energy for you to transmute here, Aries. And I feel like you know this, all right? I feel like you've got the strength to do this work, and there are huge, huge, powerful energies waiting for you or waiting to align with your frequency. And it's a case of you choosing love over and over again. Love for yourself, okay? I'm not saying accept bad people back into your timeline. I'm not saying to get back with that narcissist. No, no, no. I'm saying finding that love for yourself and your vision, and knowing you're important and your mindset is powerful, okay? And your mindset can conjure up whatever you want. You've just got to believe it, okay? And once you start believing it for long enough, then you start to know it here. Let's see what the compass cards are saying. Can we have 3 energies for Aries, please? Eyes to see, okay? So I feel like there were things that you didn't want to believe about people. Wow, we've got the sun, clarifying the sun here. Gorgeous energy again. Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay, this is all about you finding your radiance and finding that royal, sovereign part of you. Getting yourself a notepad and writing down who you are, who you really truly know you are at a higher self level, and not letting the 3D pull you back into confusion. All right, with this 7 of Cups here, I feel like the 3D world can be quite confusing, and it can make us forget who we are at a higher level, because our higher self doesn't want to be, for example, sat on a bus next to loads of random strangers, not knowing if one of them's got scabies, or, you know, you can feel their energy. A lot of us intuitive types, and you coming out as a high priestess here, you can feel a lot of energy around you in the 3D world, and it can really threaten to sort of absorb you or take you into those storylines. And I feel like you're getting better and better and better at keeping your eyes on the prize, keeping your eye on that happiness, keeping your eyes on the things that are going well for you, keeping your eyes on your higher self and what your higher self wants. I feel like is really important for you, Aries. Ground 0. Okay, so I'm sensing a fresh start after a major battle in your life. Something that really was cataclysmic, in the sense that it moved so many energies within you. It forced you to shift a lot of things up. It forced you to see things from a whole different perspective. But you know what I always say? I love a nice, new, fresh start. You've just got to know that you've got it, okay? You've got to know that a fresh start, a fresh slate, is a rare and beautiful opportunity, no matter how you got there, okay? No matter who you lost, no matter what happened, no matter how hurt you might have been or have been. Ground 0 is a great place to start off and rebuild, okay? We've got to see it sunny side up. All right, we've got to look for the bright side in all situations. It's that mental alchemy that will really get you creating the life you really want to create. I'm going to pull a few more cards here. Let's pull from these gypsy cards, see what the gypsy cards have to say. Definitely, I feel like you've been resting and recuperating, which is getting the thumbs up from spirit to really recuperate, self-love, and also to love your shadow back to its fullness, if that makes sense. Your shadow may be at a low vibration at the moment, having had to protect you and fight for you and having been pulled out to battle, okay? So right now the shadow in you needs to be soothed. It needs to be understood. It needs to be appreciated in context. You know, you've got to love your shadow for trying its best to protect you, regardless of what people around you think of that. Because you know your heart. You know you're a loving person. You know you're full of love and strength at the end of the day. And we've got child here. Wow. So, you know, you could have had a major battle since you were little here. You could have had a big, long pathway full of malevolence and full of horrible people attacking you, targeting you. But I feel like that's what's taught you the power of love, all right? So when people do keep coming at you over and over again, you end up in the wrong storylines, or it feels like the wrong storylines. This is all to toughen up, to strengthen your connection with the divine, to strengthen and make you believe in your own power and the power you have when you do connect with the other side, which shouldn't really be seen as separate. We've been trained to see the non-physical as being separate from the physical. It is not. And I feel like your consciousness has really bridged its way back to your higher self. I feel like you've really downloaded a lot of divine blueprints, and I had a lot of faith, all right, from a very young age. This could indicate you want a child with somebody. This could indicate that you want the happiness, the marriage. I think for one of you, or maybe a couple of you out there, you were in a situation where you thought you'd have the whole shebang. You thought you'd be married, traditional, settled down with someone, and in love forever. And you thought you could share those loves forever, that source of love you thought would be there for quite a while. Sorry, my voice goes a bit crazy when I'm channeling. Sometimes it sort of glitches like a radio sort of going on to two different channels. But I think some of you found a lot of malevolence in a situation that you thought would be comforting and safe for you. But this is telling me, have faith. All of those dreams you had in that old situation, they're not gone, okay? They're stored up in your vortex. There's something better coming in once you've moved this energy and transmuted the shadow energies that have been sort of left in your system. Yeah, we've got the sighs card here coming out. A lady just sat, relaxing, sighing. So this is a sign that, you know, you've kept yourself going and kept your strength throughout a lot of confusing times, and you've really managed to pull yourself back to happiness over and over again, despite feeling like, oh, what is the point sometimes, you know? I feel like you've done a really good job there, Aries. Let's have a look. It's been a long old road, I feel, for whoever's watching this. House, okay. Cheerfulness coming up. Yeah, I feel like there's a sense of you really getting to grips with creating your own sanctuary, okay? Even if you've just got a bedroom or you've got a whole house or whatever, it's about turning your home into a sanctuary here. And there could be great security coming up for you, okay? If you're thinking about moving home, or you want to be with someone who is and be settled down, you know, I feel like there's that great sense, whichever context resonates for you, but there's this great sense of needing sanctuary, needing that place where you can become rooted and grounded. And I feel like you'll make a lot of progress once you really feel safe again. That's when you start really transmuting any shadowy energies and really start alchemizing your own reality here. Show me the devil, please. Ten of Swords. Yeah, there's a residue, okay? There's a residue left over from a situation that was, you know, a Ten of Swords situation. That means there was a betrayal. Someone let you down. They stabbed you in the back. They did the exact opposite in the alchemical equation of what you would expect someone who loves you to do. All right, and this has given you a sense of sort of apathy, of that lack of enthusiasm, I feel. But I feel like really creating a beautiful, safe space for yourself, bringing those energies in all by yourself and for yourself, getting that independence, knowing how powerful you are, knowing you can shift up your whole life experience with a few different thoughts. All right, a little bit of meditation, a little bit of affirmations, vision board, scripting, and you can alchemize an entire new reality for yourself, Aries. Let's see what this High Priestess wants us to know. Let's see what the High Priestess wants. High Priestess, please, Spirit. The Tower, okay. So I think you had great intuitive insight when dealing with this person. This is a case of you almost knowing ahead of time, but wanting to have faith, all right? You were getting downloads before the actual betrayal happened. And I think in a way that can be a blessing, but it can also sort of, you know, mess our heads up a bit when we think, damn it, I could have just followed my intuition, but there was something pulling me along that path, something I needed to learn. So forgive yourself that if you didn't follow your intuition right there and then, because you still learned how powerful your intuition is. You still learned that, you know, you are brave enough to go down a path despite your intuition telling you otherwise. And there's always value to be had in every situation. There are no mistakes, okay? And this ability to use the energy to your advantage is really what you need to hang on to here. Turn every pain into power is what I'm hearing. You need to learn how to turn your pain into power. Yeah, there may be a little sense of you holding on to a past situation, something that you were feeling like could have been a sanctuary, you know. Okay, we've got the Knight of Wands coming out. So someone was a bit fast and loose with their sexual energy. All right, someone that you probably thought would be your forever ever after, your happy ever after, you know. I feel like this person still wants to kind of communicate with you, and I feel like maybe the best thing to do is to just fly out of this situation. If you can turn your pain to power, you can jump onto a different timeline with way better energies. All right, they're all out there for you. It's just a case of you believing in your mind that you are capable of doing this. All right, capable of going way up a higher channel of existence, if that makes sense. It's like turning the TV channel on your mind. We have to hypnotize ourselves out of any abusive or toxic situations, and we have to reconvince ourselves that actually we are our higher selves. We do deserve the best in life. We do deserve to be loved, and we need to learn how to refresh ourselves in that way. Balancing out your body may be important. There may be a bit of PTSD or some anxiety with regards to this old situation. Okay, this is your guardian angel showing up. All right, I am your guardian angel, and I'm always here to protect you. So this is about you remembering that you always have support on the other side. You've always got energies you can call upon, connect with, mind-to-mind communication. This is energy-to-energy communication. All right, and you conjure it all up in your mind. Of course, the 3D world we live in, it's been designed to replace faith in non-physical with faith in science, and it's completely linearized people's minds to the point where, you know, people are ending up hitting dead ends in these linear pathways of mind, and ending up unhappy, chasing their tails, antidepressants, whatever. This is about us finding our own cures, okay, and having faith in that divinity, in the powers that fuel our life, that fuel our every breath, that are always there for us, okay. Should we choose to accept that as truth, it becomes our truth. Definitely with the High Priestess card here, I feel like this is I feel like you're still waiting to talk to somebody. I feel like there's still this part of you that's sort of waiting to hear from them, or they're waiting to hear from you. Advice, please, Spirit. One at a time. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this situation's been slowed down. Yeah, I feel like your job here is to fly on towards your happiness. Okay, one thing I get from Abraham Hicks is that if there's someone you're worrying about in your past that you think may come back, the only thing you've got to do is get in alignment and get happy. And if that is supposed to happen, the universe will make it happen. Okay, and you don't have to do anything else, but just align yourself to your highest potential timeline. Let's see, anything else for the top row, please? I feel like you've still got to analyze things with the Eyes to See card coming up. There's something you need to see clearly here with regards to situation, okay? And we've got 3 of Cups coming out, adding up to the 4 again, Ace, 3, and we've got the 4 of Cups right here. So it's almost like Spirit's giving me this energy of, you know, when one of you is all in and the other one keeps bringing in outside energies, it will always end up in a disappointing, almost like an anti-climax. Like, no way, you didn't just disappoint me that much. You didn't waste such a beautiful divine thing that easily, you know, like you were that easily tempted by outside flesh. Okay, whatever. And I feel like, you know, there's still a bit of pain in your heart regards the situation, but I think the advice here is to party. Yeah, look at this, the Empress. Okay, so the Empress is all about you getting up on your throne, okay? You knowing your divinity, you knowing how sovereign you are. There could be mother figures around you that want to help heal you and help you see something clearly. I feel like someone just wasn't good enough for you. And I feel like you put your energy and you were on a divine path, but they brought the lowest vibrational card in the deck, all right? And I feel like they damaged your inner child a little bit. And it's only natural for your shadow to then get involved and want to protect your inner child. All right, so don't hide from that shadow. That shadow loves you. That shadow protected you from this potentially awful situation. Okay, we've got the 5 of Wands coming out. Another Leo card. All right, so I feel like you're really connecting with solar energy. All right, you're connecting with the energy of fire, of life force, really learning how to stand your ground and fight against energies, because you learnt the hard way. Okay, I feel like you were really vulnerable here, and I feel like you learnt the hard way. to defend yourself, to protect yourself. And this is going to help you manifest up the reality you want by really knowing how to stand your ground and really knowing what you want. Yeah, we've got the Empress and we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So really focusing on what you want to manifest on an individual level here and fighting for it. Okay, there's many different ways we can fight. I don't mean get your fists out and start bashing people in the face. I mean you getting your mind right, you getting your energy and your focus aligned properly, eyes on the target here, okay? The Empress is all about us thinking about what we want to bring into our life, like what kind of comforts do we want? What kind of beautiful experiences do we actually want? And remembering to keep those on the notice board of our mind at all times. Bear in mind what the ultimate goal is and make all your actions and thoughts and intentions align around that goal. That's how we hit our targets. Okay, we've got the Page of Cups. And we've got the Ace of Wands here. So definitely I feel an offer coming in for you in the future that will be way more gentle but also full of passion, okay? Someone who really lights you up, someone who wants to enhance your wishes and enhance your dreams and really make your life better and make your life a lot more fulfilling. Will this be this old person? Not unless they've done a lot of changing, I don't feel. All right, but I feel like you just getting in alignment. I feel like it's after you've got yourself stable, sorted, got your wishes fulfilled in some area of life. I feel like there'll be an offer coming in that will be really passionate and really beautiful for you. This person will want to see you on your Empress throne. They will want to see you fully exuberant, fully fantastic. They like seeing you confident and happy and successful, all right? Which sounds like a simple thing, but you know, not everyone is like that. Okay, we've got the Four of Swords next to the Ace of Wands. So I feel like self-care, again, will make you so much stronger at this time, Aries. And, you know, these are great, powerful energies for you with the Sun and the Ace of Cups and the Hierophant. This is a lot of support from the Divine. And again, we've got the House. So home, okay, is going to be really important to you at the moment. This also can really predict a settled and happy marriage if you're looking for that, all right? But at the moment, I feel like you've just got to really get on your throne, really become independently happy, and then you'll end up on the right timeline, the right TV channel to pull this character in, this life that you're supposed to live, this settled, happy, and beautiful home life here. One more, please, Spirit, for Aries. Okay, a fox in close proximity. There could be someone watching you, all right? So just be aware that, you know, you are almost like, Spirit's telling me, you're like a celebrity or something. You've got that je ne sais quoi. People kind of notice you, all right? You're the one they want to watch, all right? So just take that as a little heads up that there could be energies around you who don't necessarily have your best interests at heart, or they're just kind of nosy, I feel, with this energy, and probably not as kind in their intention as you might want to think they are. But again, we create our own reality, and what we sort of see in people we can pull out or whatever. Just be aware here. This fox may also be a sign that you're becoming more foxy, you're becoming more aware of, you know, that sometimes it's not sneakiness to put yourself first, it's not selfish to put yourself first. Other people do it all day bloody long. All right, so this is about you making the moves you've got to make to create the reality you want. And you're not messing anyone up by doing that, okay? But some of us, you know, when we've been people-pleasing or we've been in abusive situations, we forget that being selfish and living for yourself is normal because we're so used to living for other people. And I feel like you've got to realise you are the prize here. You are the fox. You've got the stealth and you've got the skill here to do anything you need to do or anything you want to do. Okay, we've got a letter here. All right, so I think you should be getting some good news soon, and that concurs with the Sun card. Okay, I think you're doing really well. I can feel this momentum, again, connected to this Fox card. And then you'll be getting messages to confirm that you're on this new path or that you've somehow made the right choice. Okay, little signs from the universe. Maybe people will start acting differently to you, start treating you more respectfully, or maybe there's a little glint in someone's eyes. There's something here about a letter that lights you up, or some sort of contact, some sort of communication that will light you up and let you know you're on the right path here, Aries. All right, so I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope this has been helpful, and hope you liked it. So if you did, please hit that like button and become a subscriber. That would be wonderful, and I'll hopefully see you again. Lots of love, Aries.